the word YouTube? It's your boy Coach TDOT. They subbed me out, but I'm back in the game, Coach. I'm back with some more heat for y'all boys, man. So check it out, chat. We're going to get right into this thing, man. So today we're going to be reacting to Charles Barkley says MJ is the GOAT over LeBron James. Tell us something we don't know, Charles. Alright, for all my new viewers, I don't fake none of my reactions. All my reactions are live. And we gonna watch this shit together. You feel me? Man, let's see what Charles talking about, G. Because we already know Mike the greatest, G. But I just want to hear what Chuck gotta say, G. Without further ado, it is Mike.
Let me ask you a question. Tell Blue, when you were traded to the Phoenix Suns, the discussion you had with the players about being the best player in the world.
Yeah, so
Hey, make sure y'all smash that like button. Let's do it.
we played the Bulls. We played the Bulls and we beat them like 8 times in a row. Then Scotty and those guys got better. And, Bird had McHale and Parrish and Dennis Johnson. Magic had Kareem, Worthy, Byron Scott, and all those guys. But I said, man, I think I'm the best player in the world. I said, all these other guys got some help. And the Sixers was screwing up my career because we had the number 1 pick in the draft and traded it like dummies, like dumb. And I was like, guys, so I get traded to Phoenix. So the owner calls me, he says, I said, well, this is what's going to happen.
Hey, Charles, G. Your storytelling abilities is terrible, for I can already tell. You jumping from here to here, you ain't completing sentences. You ain't rounding it up good, like, fo. Come on, Charles. I hope you say what you gotta say in a way that we can understand it, fo. Don't just be jumping from subject to subject and just saying shit, man. Get it together, fo. Saw them damn beers you used to be drinking back in the day and that yak.
I'm the best player in the world. We're going to the finals. We're going to play the Chicago Bulls, and I'm going to prove I'm the best player in the world. So we get off to a mediocre start, and I know Michael. Michael know that I'm coming for him, that we're going to play them in the finals. And Michael loves to send messages. So we play the Bulls. He just stomp us. I go crazy after the game. I said, guys, that guy sent me a message tonight. He wanted me to know he better than me and they're better than us. I said, I told you guys I'm the best player in the world. We're going to the finals, but y'all got to rise up with me. And I was going ballistic after the game. Then we go on like a 14-game winning streak. And we finally got together as guys. We're going to rise up. He's not coming down. I said, that's one guy. Because I'll tell you another story, Blue. So I go to the Olympic trials in '84. They invited like the top 120 players in the country. Probably 50, 60 Hall of Famers on that list. And the rest are household names. And we start cutting down on players. And I make it to the final cut. Me, John Stockton, Karl Malone, and Terry Porter, the 4 guys riding home together. My coach calls me like 3 days later. He says, Charles, John Thompson want to tell you something. Come to the office. He calls. He says, Sonny, I just want to tell you, Charles was the second best player at the Olympic trials. He should have made the team. Bobby Knight did not like him. He never gave us a reason. He just didn't like Charles.
What?
He said, but I just wanted Charles to know, Charles, you were amazing. You were the second best player there, and you should have made the team, but Bobby wasn't going to let you. So
What?
he hangs up the phone. He says, I'm surprised. I said, why are you surprised? He says, I thought you were the best player in the country. I said, well, I'm not. I said, well, I'm not.
Yeah, you not.
I said,
Wasn't,
Coach,
folks.
there's this dude. He's jet black. He's a little taller than me.
Charles, you racist, folks.
He
You
can
know Mike wasn't that black, folks. Talking about he's jet black. Yo, ass racist, folks. That's that light skin shit, G. Hating on us dark skinned brothers, folks. Talking about he's jet black, G. Mike was my complexion. Do I look jet black to y'all, folks? Mike was probably like a shade darker than me, G. So stop capping, Charles. That's why your ass got cut from the team. Bum ass. Probably was out there talking crazy to Mike. They ain't like how your ass was like. They ain't like how you was treating Mike and talking about Mike, folks. And you was chubby.
run everybody.
Chubby
He can
ass.
out-jump everybody. And he's talking the whole time. He said, what's his name? I said, Michael Jordan. I was a coach. I ain't never seen anything like it. Because Michael's a little taller than me. He could, I can say, he's mentally tough, man. And he could outrun everybody and out-jump everybody. I said, damn, coach. I was a coach. I ain't never seen anything like it. And this is before he became Michael Jordan. This is in college. I said, coach, he gonna be amazing. I mean, I didn't think he was gonna become the GOAT, but I knew. I said, coach, I'm not the best. There's this crazy dude from North Carolina who he's kicking your he's kicking your and telling you he's kicking. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, it was like, and like I say, it's probably 50, 60 guys on that 120 that's in the Hall of Fame, and the rest of them are like household names. They were all, I guarantee you, probably 100 of the guys were first round draft picks.
Blue doesn't believe that Jordan is the GOAT.
So
Yeah, he needs to get smacked, G. This your son, Mark? You allowing your son to say some blasphemous shit like that after all the shit Mike did to you? I saw a video. Mike dunked the shit out of Mark Jackson so hard, folks. Mark Jackson he fell to the ground after he got dunked on. Folks looked up fast as hell like somebody just stuck his ass, G. Socked him. And he fell to the ground and looked up fast as hell like making sure nobody else saw it. Nigga, we all saw you get dunked on, folks. You lucky I don't feel like pulling the clip up right now, G. But after some shit like that, you should never allow your son to disrespect Mike and say he not the greatest, folks. Every time he say something, if y'all getting paid for this podcast, every time he say somebody's the GOAT other than Mike, he needs to get deducted, folks, from his pay, G, or something. A pay cut, something, G. Mike destroyed you too many times, Mark, for you to let that shit slide, folks.
interesting you say that because we had a moment on TV the other night, Blue. LeBron is getting ready to pass Michael in the most 30-point games. And Ernest says, LeBron passes somebody, he's only 40 games behind Michael Jordan for the most 30-point games. And I says, can you repeat that? I says, wait, he already passed Kareem. And I says, he's what? He's 35 games behind Michael for the most 30-point game. And he's played like 7 or 8 years longer. I says,
Yeah,
I ain't never
crazy.
gonna shade LeBron. I love LeBron. He's a good dude. He's a great, great player. But to not have passed Michael in 30-point games, and he's played, I think he's on year 20, right?
Yeah, 23 now.
And I said, that's an incredible stat. That he's still behind Michael and he's played 7 years longer.
That is.
It's Blue. You got to admit that's an interesting factoid.
And that's probably the best thing I've ever heard Charles say, G. The smartest thing, folks. Literally. Like, Charles said a lot of dumb shit, y'all. We all know this. But that had to be the smartest statement he's ever made, folks. Like, the fact that Mike still had more 30-point games than Bron at this point, Bron probably surpassed him now, G. It's 2025, folks. This was probably, when did they make this video, folks? This shit say it dropped 10 months ago, but this interview had to be like 3-4 years ago. You feel me? Because he said that LeBron was in year 20. You get what I'm saying? So, bro, for Mike to have that many, Mike averaged 30 for a career, fuck. But for him to have more 30-point games than Bron, G, and Bron ended up surpassing this nigga in points for sure, but more 30 balls is crazy, folks. Like, oh man,
that is very interesting.
That's
but
crazy.
I'm gonna have to take a moment. I guess I got to be the OG because y'all must not have ever heard about the story between the tortoise and the hare, because that's just what this is. Sometimes it takes a little longer to get to the destination, but we passed them up. It take a little bit longer on our route. Don't be mad because we made it here. We here now.
Did this nigga just bring up the tortoise and the hare, fuck? When talking about LeBron and Mike, what the hell? My nigga, what type of stupid comparison was that, folks? What does the hair have to do with LeBron taking 7 more years to surpass that shit? That's besides the point, nigga. Like, cause once you done got to year 20 and then now you just now passing, okay, it's expected, folks. There's no more pizzazz to it. Like I say, I fuck with Bron, G. But Mike did it in 13 years, for crying out loud, folks. Them last 2 years on the Wizards don't really count for me, folks. You feel me? So I don't really say Mike played 15 years. I say Mike played 13 good years, G. And that's probably when he had most of his 30 balls in them first 13 years. So for you to be talking about the tortoise and the hare, nigga, that don't got nothing to do with who we talking about, folks. Like, that's like an analogy you use for some other shit, like, you feel me? Slow and steady wins the race. Like, Mike didn't outlap this nigga by miles. Come on, man. We still saying Mike the greatest. Even after all this shit, Bron and did all the stats, the Mike is still the greatest, fuck. Come on, man.
Well, the rules have changed. Would you at least admit that?
That's true.
So it's easier to play today.
It is. Like, come on,
you
man.
have to factor that in.
Good point, Charles.
Like, again, example. We know Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, and Pat Mahomes is going to pass maybe probably everybody. But the 3 guys I just mentioned, in the next 3 or 4 years, they're going to be like, they won't even be in the top 10 when it comes to stats. They, like, you know, some of these other bums not even in a conversation with them, but they're going to pass them because the game is different.
It's different.
They're going to throw it 100 times a game now. And like I say, I never say they're better or worse time, but Tom, Peyton, and Joe Montana are considered the 3 best and pass gaining quickly. Their numbers are going to be irrelevant in the next couple of years.
That's true, fuck.
So I ain't never going to say, I will say this about LeBron. I think his career has been the greatest sports story in sports history.
Nah.
What I mean by that, Blue, is
still Mike.
People forget Kobe Bryant struggled in the beginning. Kevin Garnett struggles. McGrady struggles. All the young guys struggle. The only guy
Why you just bring up KG and T-Mac, folks? See, this is what I'm talking about, Charles. You just saying random stuff, folks. T-Mac and Kevin Garnett have never been mentioned in the GOAT conversation. What the hell is you bringing these niggas up for, man? They have no relevance to this discussion, G. Come on, folks. I could have seen if you said Kareem, Kobe, like, you know. I think he did just say Kobe, but man, bro, like, talk about some niggas that's like the GOAT.
who didn't
that we think
struggle
is the GOAT.
was LeBron. Who didn't? All the young guys struggle. The only guy who didn't struggle was LeBron. He came in and played well right away. And secondly, in today's society where everybody's out to get you with cell phones and text messages and things like that, I don't think he's ever really made a mistake. And to come in at 18 and
That's
be
true.
ready to play and live up to the hype and pass the hype, I think it's the greatest sports story ever. To come in at 18 and because like I say, and your dad knows
I
this,
don't know, folks.
man, some of the stuff, well, I'm not
I
like
don't
your
know.
dad. Some of the stuff I did, I'm damn glad there wasn't no cell phones around. Hey,
Yeah, they would have been frying your ass, G.
hey, I'm glad there was no internet. You know, all
Yeah,
the
'cause you used to
guys in
be
my
saying some wild
generation,
shit, Charles.
stuff that we did that was fun. It was fun and sometimes good, sometimes bad. We can't do that stuff today. Everything these guys do is that there's somebody out to get them. And for LeBron to go his entire career, be that great of a player and never get in trouble, I've said it before. I'm not just saying it on the Mark Jackson show. What a clever name. Damn.
Oh no, he
I
trying
was
to
going to name
go,
it the
G.
steam room, but it was
The,
taken.
the steam room is a really good
He
thing.
trying to go on y'all podcast name, folks.
But man, his story is amazing. I truly believe that.
And I mean, no,
All right, so y'all let me know. Who do y'all think got the better story, G? Mike came out the gate averaging 30 in the NBA his rookie year. Well, he didn't average 30, but he averaged 28, 5, and 6, I think. Versus Brian came in at 18, high school phenom, averaged like 25 and 5 his rookie year. One rookie of the year type shit. I don't think he was an all-star. I think Mike was, though. Mike was an all-star his rookie year, folks. And he almost led the league. He led the league in scoring his rookie year, folks. If I'm not mistaken. Nigga averaged 28. Come on, bro. Mike, bro. I don't care if he was a junior in college when he got drafted. That shit don't matter to me, bro. Like, because at the end of the day, that helps Mike's argument even more, folks. He was older, which means, he was a little bit more prepared, but he didn't have as much time in the league, G. Like niggas always say, Bron been playing since he was 18, folks. What y'all expect? Like the nigga just great, folks. Like what y'all thought he wasn't gonna break all the records, G? Y'all, man, that's what be blowing me about y'all, G.
no disrespect
Don't
to,
be
to Michael
realistic.
Jordan. He's one of my favorite players. His story, even just his mentality, everything that it took for him to reach the level that he took.
Don't make me break out the endorsements and shoes and things either. That just be throwing gasoline on the fire, Blue.
No, don't talk about this.
And that's another thing. That's another thing you guys, Michael deserves credit for. Nobody had shoes that made money until Michael. No guys were doing commercials until Michael. See, the generation now think like, well, everybody got a signature shoe. No. Converse had Michael and Larry, but they were just regular Converse.
I mean, Magic.
They didn't have like Air Jordan. Man, this dude has made us and these players so much money. Like LeBron probably makes $100 million from Nike a year. That's because of Michael. Kobe made $100 million. All these guys got different shoes from different companies. So Michael deserves some credit in that aspect too.
Yeah, Mike was a pioneer for a lot of stuff, man. Thank you, Charles, for, helping my case out a little bit more. That's the end of the video, though, y'all. Like I said, man, Charles, that was all right. That was all right interview at the beginning. You was getting a little loose, folks. You niggas ain't know what you was talking about at one point. You going from this topic to that topic, not finishing your sentence, using run-on sentences like, Chuck, you a grown-ass man, G. I know you ain't finished school and all that. I don't know. Did Charles graduate college? Well, I don't know. I don't care, though. The nigga needs to... He a grown-ass man, G. Get it together, folks. Stop drinking so much, man. All right? But other than that, he did make some compelling arguments for Mike's case. You know? So, I don't know, man. Y'all let me know who had the better story. Like, who has the better NBA story, G? Mike, 6-0 in the finals. 5 MVPs. 72-10 record. You feel me? Rookie of the year. Like, versus Bron. You get what I'm saying? I don't feel like going through all the Bron accolades. But y'all know how Bron coming, folks. And I'm not taking away nothing from Bron. I tell y'all all the time, I got Bron number 2 on my list, G. It's Mike, Bron, then Kobe, folks. You feel me? So, like, y'all can't hate or nothing on my list, G. Like, it's valid. And I wish one of y'all would want to come argue. Like, come argue. We in the comments with it. I'm clapping back, G. Come with it. I want to know what y'all think. Who had the better career, the better storyline, folks? Would you rather be Michael Jeffrey Jordan or LeBron Raymond James, G? All right? Y'all let me know something, though. For real, I'm trying to see something, G. All right? But for all my new viewers, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this. You know, we're going to keep them coming, man. But, you know, we're going to be back. I got another video dropping, man. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's your boy, Coach TDOT, man. I'm up out of here. I love y'all.